I want to talk to you about then, that's just a quick overview from the key leaders' perspectives. I want to talk to you about life and the impacts that we all face. Look at this list for a second. You tell me if one or more are affecting you today. Am I right? It's going to affect us. When we do these stress indicators, none of us are immune from stress. Stress happens just by existing. Just by living, you're going to have stress. When I do the clergy self-assessment, you would say, well, isn't Easter or Christmas, those are the greatest times. But from a clergy perspective, those are the heaviest times because we have to do a lot of heavy lifting. And for everyone else, it's opening presents or it's putting on your Sunday best or what have you. But for us, it's a different story. So see, stress comes in many, many different forms. All right, so that's what we're going to talk about. Next slide. Okay, so we all face stress in life, right? We conclude that. And so if we learn the 4 CAF domains, if we rely on physical, mental, spiritual, and social, we can build resilience. That's the key. We can build resilience and move on because the bang will happen. Trouble will happen unexpectedly in our lives. Financial, disease, sickness, divorce, relationship trouble. There's going to be trouble, work trouble, new supervisors, conflict, new co-workers. And I could go on and on and on. And then that's all probably what we can consider internal. Then you get a lot of external things that are affecting our world. But it will happen. But if we can rely on the CAF domains, or we can learn, build those skills of resilience, then we can perform optimally and eventually grow. So that's the goal. That's the intent. And the more you're stretched, the stronger you'll get. But here's the key to being stretched, like a rubber band. You have to have elasticity. Because if I stretch and stay stretched, eventually I snap. And I lose my elasticity. And so, in other words, I stay at a high alert, a high tension at all times. Everything is off the table, everything. You go in for coffee this morning, you say, how are you doing, Bob? What do you mean, how am I doing? Why are you asking me? Why? You ever been around people like that? You're like, next, go ahead. See you later. But we have to recover. So we have to recover. And that's what I want to give you some tips on how to recover, how to be effective, resilient leaders. Okay, next slide. Okay, there's the CAF domains. You got it, right? Everyone sees it. You know it. Those are the 4 pillars holding the foundation. You know, I was listening to a sermon actually the other day, and I heard something I had not known. Did you know that pillars are very important to holding up the roof and holding up all the structure? But pillars actually absorbs the weight from above. Any engineers here, don't speak out because you might have to correct me. But the weight goes through the pillars back to the foundation, and it's the foundation that actually does all of the work. Isn't that amazing? I thought that was an interesting analogy. It's the foundation that does the actual work. So the question becomes, then what is our foundation for these pillars? In other words, I would say for us in the room, what is our character? Our character makes a big difference on all of these things we're talking about